Hey class, sorry it's been a while for the videos, but I'm back. I'm back on it. Wearing my last Broncos jersey that I have. I have more Broncos gear. This is my last jersey. I have my Von Miller, my Manning, and my Hall of Fame Elway jersey. As you can see, so I'm respecting the big three in my book for some of the Broncos. I know there's other players, but um, yeah. So go Broncos. Got the old school logo on here too because it fits with Elway. And let's read Wishtree. So, I know it's been a little while. We are on chapter 24, and we were dealing with Red and Bongo trying to create Samar's friendship with the neighbor next door. So, we're going to jump into that and see if Steven and Samar will become friends. And if Red is able to do it. We were also worried that Red might get cut down by the landlord across the street, Francesca. I'm on page 101, chapter 24. That afternoon, we tried plan number 2. This isn't going to work, Red, Bongo said, strutting back and forth on the lawn. Pessimist, I said. Optimist, she replied. Secretly, I had my doubts, though. Our second plan required help from one of the babies. There'd been much bickering over which baby would get to assist us, but then there'd been plenty of bickering ever since Francesca's threat to cut me down. It frustrated me to see my residents, the ones who'd miraculously been getting along so well, turn on one another when faced with a problem. Granted, it was a big problem, but if I could handle it, it seemed like the least they could do was behave during our last days together. Bongo flipped a penny she kept in her collection of treasures, and we arrived at our helper, the smallest baby opossum, Flashlight. Let's get this straight, said Bongo. You're afraid of Flash? Shh, Harry Spiders hissed. We try not to say that word around him. So, what do we actually call him? Agnes asked. He answers to Flash, Harry Spiders explained. Well, Flash, said Bongo, you understand the drill, right? You pretend to be dead. You guys are good at that, right? Flash nodded excitedly. Opossums are the best dead pretenders in the world. So you play dead, Samar and Steven come see you as they're coming home from school. We're hoping they come home at about the same time today, I interrupted. And they freak out, Bongo continued. See the cute little maybe dead baby talk about what to do. Are you certain this is safe? Asked Harry Spiders. I'm feeling a little faint just thinking about it. We'll be watching, and Steven and Samar are smart kids, I reassured her. They'll know not to touch a sick animal. So they get to their parents, call a wildlife rescue place or maybe a vet, and while they're busy, Bongo continued. Little Flash runs back to the den. Smart and Steven come out, have a good laugh about the vanishing opossum. Maybe their parents even get to talking. I really think you would do a better job, Big U complained. She's a born actor. Or you. This has been officially decided, Bongo said firmly. We flipped a penny, remember? Just saying, Big U muttered. Down the street, the school dismissal bell rang. Places, everyone, Bongo urged. This is totally going to work, I said. This is totally going to fail, Bongo said at the very same instant. Think about it. What do you think right now? Do you think it's going to work? Or do you think it's going to fail? Or do you think it's going to be somewhere in between where maybe part of it works and part of it doesn't? I don't know. You think about it. I know the answer. You don't if you haven't read the book. So make a prediction. Maybe write it down. See if you got it correct or not. Chapter 25. And action, Bongo whispered. Little Flash waddled out to the middle of the lawn. He lay down on his side and curled up. He closed his eyes. He drew back his lips, revealing tiny needle-sharp teeth. Perfect, Bongo said. Try foaming at the mouth, dear, Harry Spiders called. You can see Flashlight or Flash pretending to be dead possum. Down the street, we could see Steven approaching. Luckily, Samar was just a few yards behind him. Flash leapt up. How am I doing, Ma? Wonderfully, my baby, Harry Spiders. Mom's so proud of your little bitty opossum. Be dead, Bongo cried. Oh yeah, Flash shrugged. I kind of forgot. Aunt Bongo? I'm not your aunt, Bongo said. I'm not even a member of your species. Well, that doesn't really matter, I chided. Be dead, Bongo cried again. Flash hiccuped. Oh my, said Harry Spiders. He does that when he's nervous. How come I can't be dead, Mom? Asked Rose Petal. Newbies, quiet, Bongo commanded. Flash, stop hiccuping, dude. Here they come, I whispered to Steven and Samar. The hiccups got louder. Flashlight, Bongo said. Now! Don't call him that, his mother cried. Flashlight froze. He stopped hiccuping. Foam dripped from his mouth. His half-open eyes were glazed and unseeing. The works, Bongo whispered. Brilliant! Stephen found Flash first. Samara was close behind. What should we do? Stephen asked. Success, I thought. They were actually talking to each other. Don't touch it, said Samara. It might be Rabbit, sorry. Or it could be playing dead. I read that opossums will do that. I'll go get my mom. Maybe she can call someone. Sounds good, said Samar. To my disappointment, Stephen and Samar nodded at each other and promptly went into their separate houses. And once again, that was that. All that work for just a few moments of a conversation? How exactly did people make friends? How hard could it be? Still, I reminded myself Stephen and Samar had spoken to each other, and that was a good first step, wasn't it? Flash, Bongo called. Time to get back to your den, buddy, before they come back. Flash remained frozen in a little opossum ball. Flash, I called. Flash, baby, Harry Spiders yelled. Oh my, said Big U. I don't think your baby's acting. My baby! My precious Flash! Cried Harry Spiders, and Flash's brothers and sisters began to wail. You really should have used one of my U's, Big U said. Flash, stop being dead, Bongo yelled, and she hopped over to Flash and gently poked him with her beak. How dare you peck my son, Harry Spiders yelled. Flash, I'll save you, baby. Harry Spiders dashed out of her hollow, scrambled down my trunk, and promptly fainted. Oh, great, said Bongo. Just fantastic. Like mother, like son. What now, wise old tree? You grab Flash, I instructed. Fresh baked bread and Big U, can you rescue Harry Spiders? Pull her over to Fresh's den under the porch. Harry Spiders called my children boisterous, Big U said. Big U said my children stink, Fresh baked bread said. Over 2 centuries of life, and I've hardly ever raised my voice. This was one of those times. Now, I commanded, just as the door to Stephen's house opened. You'd be surprised how fast raccoons and skunks can be when they're motivated. So the plan didn't really work. They did talk, but they didn't get to become friends. But Stephen's coming back out. We're going to read one more chapter. Chapter 26. Stephen and his mother eventually gave up trying to find the mysterious baby opossum. Samar watched them from her living room window, but she didn't venture out. After about an hour, Harry Spiders and Flashlight woke up and returned on wobbly legs in their den. And that was that. Again. Don't worry, told Bongo. 3rd time's a charm. What's that supposed to mean? It's just something people say. Charm? Bongo sneered. Do you know that's what people call a bunch of hummingbirds? No, actually. Hummingbirds. Which, let's face it, are pretty much just overdressed flies, but a bunch of us crows together. And guess what but a bunch of us crows together, guess what we get to be called? What? A murder! A murder of crows. Can you believe it? A bunch of trees, you're a grove. A bunch of raccoons, a gaze, Bongo flapped her wings. But crows, we're a murder. Are you quite finished, I asked. Sorry, I'm worried about you, and I get grumpy when I'm worried. Bongo plucked out a piece of new grass and tossed it aside. I have one more plan to get Samar and Stephen talking, I said. How about a plan to get you not turned into a picnic table? I can't control everything in life, Bongo, I said gently, and if I could, what fun would that be? But this little thing, this wish of Samar's, I can make it happen, I hesitated. At least I think I can. I don't understand why this matters so much to you. She reminds me of the little girl I knew a long time ago. You're a Batunsky, said Bongo wearily, but I love you anyway. She looked at me with something like the crow version of a smile, beak open, head cocked, eyes gleaming. So what's plan number 3? What is plan number 3? So maybe your prediction came right about plan number 2, maybe it didn't, but maybe you could start making a prediction what's going to happen for plan number 3, and we will read more in Wishtree, okay? All right, see you guys later. Bye. Eventually, you're a ghost. 3rd grade.